Okay. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, cool. Okay, so I've been playing Arkknights Endfield. I started off, I think it was like a day after the game came out, so I'm pretty much a day 2 player. I haven't beaten the storyline because this game just keeps going, and I am rather surprised for a gacha game that has so much content. So, okay, coming from Wuwa and Genshin Impact, this is a very different gameplay. Yeah, you have, well, I can't even really say waifus, you just have cute characters to play with, or badasses like this dude. You know. And this character I just got from the current banner that just came out. And she's pretty freaking beast. I'm not regretting my pools for her. So, I don't know how I start this. Like, what is this game? It has your normal gacha RPG, you know, Genshin, Wuwa type of thing. You're always a character, always starts off, have amnesia, even though you start off with some crazy shit going on. But, you have amnesia, apparently, and you're this administrator, which, hooks it up. It's the main character.
Still waiting for something?
So, so pretty much it's open world. You're able to build things, which you'll be seeing after I do this. So, being an old school player in my old days of SimCity and shit, this is the type of stuff you do. This is like half the gameplay. You're making your factories. And mind you, this is the main hub. There's other sub-hubs that actually will be something like this. Granted, it'll be like half the size of this scale. But you're constantly making resources and items and whatever. It's crazy. Like I said, it gives you statistics, what you're making, what's being produced, how much resources you're burning. I'm still trying to figure out why this is not stopping my production, because the ore produces this, the ferrium, and then it produces the ferrium part. I don't know, it's weird. I'm still making progress. Despite all that. Actually, shit. My ferrium is actually too. I am taking a hit. Oh. That's a shocker. Earlier wasn't. I guess I had to start unproducing a little bit. But yeah, point being. Yeah, that's how crazy this game is getting for me. Of course, you construct, you're able to build your buildings, you know. You have to go out in the open. So this is like the open world, and there's the sub areas related to the other sections. This is what I had so far of these areas. Granted, I think I have another area that's coming up between these two areas. Especially the NPC, and plus some of the things I have is telling me, oh yeah, you got to unlock more hubs. I'm like, you're telling me I have more factories to build? This is ridiculous. So when you're going out in the open, you have your mining spots, but thing is that you're able to use these mining nodes and use your what you call it, the mining rigs, and they all automatically will transfer over to your storage unit, pretty much, and that's what this does. And there's different variations, and of course there's different upgrades as you go through the game. Of course, everything has to be powered. That's one thing you have to do. You actually have to put a little more emphasis on the exploration. Like, I have to, like, say, start off the game, you're over here, you're in your hub, but you have nothing. You gotta start your transmission, which is your power line, move it out, and you have a certain distance, and of course, if you go to a certain distance beyond that, it'll snap, and you have to restart over again. So you'll do this, and you connect to a power node, which is like this one. And it'll just do that, or items like this, and it powers everything. And you're able to stash it. You have your personal item inventory, and then you have your depot storage, which they call it. And it goes to here. I have so many items. Actually, I need to start putting them away, too. But usually I take items that I need out in the field, like explosives, because there's going to be walls you can destroy out in the field. Obviously healing items of some sort, so you can keep your characters up to speed just in case you're in a rough spot. Zip lines, which you're able to use. So, let's see if I can find a zip line nearby. It gets a little... that's an upgrade person for your hubs. There's his zip line. Normally, you're not supposed to be at that area until later in the game, but you use that, and boom. And you also interconnect with others and just keep a constant flow running around. As long as you actually kept a line. Grant, you have a limitation, though. Oh, we have some enemies nearby. Not sure why. We'll show you what's trouble.
This is no ordinary enemy.
Yeah, so that's one half of the game's aspect is pretty much making your factories and build up your resources. So the other half is the story and exploration and the combat. So we're gonna fight this thing. This thing is a pain in the ass.
Victory goes without saying.
We won.
So
that's what matters.
So that's what the combat's like. So you start off the battle with 2 bars of energy, which you see right there. They fill up slowly over time during the battle, but if you keep doing your combos, you actually fill up your energy. Oh yeah, that's another thing. If you're actually farming items like this, your other characters are with you, and they're actually helping you farm. So that's the cool aspect of this game. Great, I think herbs, they don't pick up on their own, but if it comes to like ores like that, or trees, if you're destroying them, like this one, I think. And it'll pick up the items for you. So that's pretty freaking cool. I'm trying to remember there's like an old RPG it was like this. You know, you have 3 other characters with you, they're auto AIs, and they actually assist you and shit. I don't know what game it is. For some reason Star Ocean pops in my head, but I kind of doubt it. So, yeah, that's the combat aspect of it. Like I said, it's like Genshin, but it depends on what you do. Like, if you're heat, or okay, fire in this game, elements, you build with this character lineup I have right here. She actually does nature, aka if she actually does apply her nature attack stack, and I use my fire because the other 3 are heat, it'll create corrosion. And corrosion, as they debuff, it does damage over time, and it also lowers their resistance. And then you have physical characters. Depending, there's different variations how physical works. There's ability called breach art. Well, they call it arts, or aka arts equals reactions. So there is so much shit on these arts. Like if you had cryo, if you actually stacked up, it depending on how much you stack, it actually freezes the target for X amount of time, and they actually take extra physical damage if you smack them with a attack. It does like a shatter type thing from what Genshin does with greatsword users. like I said, nature, if it combines with anything, it would be corrosion. If you do electrocute, I think it does, like, paralyze or something like that. Or some type of staggering enhancement. I can't remember. I haven't really used it because I only got one character who has lightning, and she's like the starter character you got with the game. Then you have physical characters, like I said. That is a whole new characters. You have lift up, lift down, or something. I think it was, or breach, crush, and something else. And I think breach is the one that, if you actually breach them, I think it increases their stagger meter. And if you do crush, I think they lower their physical damage resistance. Lift up and lift down is just pretty much the enemies get launched, like, how much character jumped in a way. So in a way, they are kind of like getting juggled. But if you lift down, they're actually knocked on the ground, and they're kind of movable. So that's, pretty much free shots. Unlike how stagger is, but it staggers more determinable in an enemy. Yeah. And then you have to look at the characters, how the combinations. Like I said, I have 3 heat characters and I have 1 nature character, so the corrosion meter go. Because this main character here works off the corrosion. Along with her, she also works with corrosion too. Because after the team applies, if she does her her attack, oh wait, I hit the wrong one. This attack again, she'll absorb the corrosion debuff, and then they just take the full freaking damage. So it's like taking, either you're waiting for maybe 15 seconds of dot damage, or just the 15 seconds got chewed up immediately. Another thing is the characters, they had different roles.
Looking for me? You finally remember something?
So, like I said, you have these classifications. You got support, which is that one chick I just showed, who did the sheep attack. This one is a striker, I think. Yeah, pretty much full DPS. Vanguard is the one sword girl I have right here.
A strong team is one without any weak links.
The other guy is a caster, but
Get a new assignment.
he does the inflictions a lot better. So pretty much guards are physical, casters are pretty much enhancing, the reaction upkeep. Strikers are pretty much your DPS. Vanguards are pretty much your sub-supports, which is kind of helping your casting abilities. So you're able to do things. Defenders, I don't know. I can't really comment too much because I only had like 1 or 2, and I haven't put on my roster yet of teams. And I have no interest, sad to say. And support, well, that's healers pretty much. So you have your normal level up gear. I haven't promoted too much in the storyline because as you open up more regions, you actually get more materials access, but they're getting really hard to come by for me because right now I have to get these fungus things, and I need 5 of them to level up, upgrade a character, which are promote in this case they call. Like I said, right here. I just got enough for like 10 pickups on my first time I ran through it. I was like, oh shit, I need this, and I able to upgrade my 2 characters. But unfortunately, they recharge really, really slow in the field. So, would be a perfect example, like this. This is one of those spots. That's how long they refresh. Yeah. That's how they function. And like I said, you got stations, able to upgrade your hubs. In a way, somewhat upgrading your hubs. Later in the storyline, you're able to go to your spaceship, your main thing. You start off the game, and able to upgrade some other things, which, in a way, is kind of helping your progression of your characters. Like this one right here, has the growth chamber, so able to upgrade your weapons through their ascensions or promotions in this case for this game. your character promotions, and I think your abilities too at some point. Surprisingly enough, you're able to change, just like Withering Waves, you're able to change your gender if you didn't like you're playing the main character as a male or female. So that's cool. The other thing is interesting. So, as far as I understand, I haven't seen anything. There is no multiplayer aspect per se. All reason I say the per se part is you're actually like, what would be a good game actually it would be emphasized? Let's say Clash of Clans. You know, you got people asking for, you know, help for their troops, for their clan castles. So you're usually like, okay, I'll donate my stuff. So in this game, what you're doing, which I'll go in this area. Yes, you're able to get friends on your friends list. But you're also helping their main ship of their resources. Or actually, no, better yet, I think Genshin Impact actually has something like that for the teapot. That's no one ever uses the teapot to help assist. I never get assistance in my game. So you visit friends, random people I just have on my list because we're constantly inviting people in our friends list because there's a what do you call it, the login, you know, the starter thing. You invite a friend, so you actually get, you know, the XP and loot and whatever stuff they're getting from the bonus, and it's also part of our thing. So you go to your ship, visit friendship. You go there. And then, you know, you can actually look around their ship and see their, you know, their showcase of their characters they have. Interesting, you're able to see people's weapons. All the types of weapons. And they're showing their highlights of their profile. Yeah, this guy's almost close to my profile. Who the hell is she? She looks cool. Anyhow. So, what the aspect is, press this, and you're able to help out their hub. You only can do so many per day, which is 5. I already maxed out. But you also, not only you're helping them, you're also getting stuff out of it, too. They're actually kind of promoting you, like, okay, just because, you know, I think Genshin Impact didn't really emphasize the reward system. Like, why should I go to someone's teapot and help out their crops or something like that? And I get nothing out of it. Well, in this game, you're kind of doing something like that. Well, as far as I understand in Genshin, I don't know if they actually get rewards for that. But, point being, so you get stuff. Like, lately, every time I hit the growth chamber, I always get, like, a random seed out of it. So that's kind of cool. And these. But, like I said, you also get some rewards. Like, you go to here. And you accumulate the resources a little bit. Grant, this is not what I'm looking at. There's something else. Trying to remember. There was some kind of resource thing you get out of it. Oh, in my visit here. I don't know if you actually meet the people in their ships. Because it says guest mode. I don't know, it's just emphasized like, hey, I'm in someone else's ship, not your own. You're able to play the trade market a little bit once you unlock at a certain point. So you have items that are like really high in price. Like say that's really high in price, bad to buy right now, but buy it when it's on the dip. And then sell the items. Like right now, I have 105 items right here. And it is the statistics how long it's been, you know, this type of range. Ooh. Huh. Interesting. Anyhow. And like I said, hey, let's see the percentages. And apparently that's another thing. You're able to go to other person's ship and able to sell the items on there. So for a good price. Which, honestly, I'm going to have to go to the shortest freaking shop. Because that's a lot of freaking resources. Yeah, that's a huge increase. I'm gonna have to sell that. Oh yeah, that's a lot of moolah, thank you. By the way, this is not the main currency. That's a different resource currency, by the way. This is for your outside world stuff, for your hub area to upgrade, the expansions, the trades. The ones that actually... Damn. The T credits, as they call it in this game, is the one you're actually upgrading your characters. I gotta get out of here. I can't show it because it's disabling with certain functions. There you go.
Or something?
So, like I said, there's a thing called T credits, which is your pretty much more focus on your weapon and your characters. So, T credits for use that. And like I said, there's your character upgrades. And this is the Ascension state. So, weapons also has their own thing. And this is your Ascension. Not Ascension. Your Replicate. So, as you upgrade it, upgrades the stats a little bit more. You also have infusions, which are like mini stats. So they're out in the wild. I just actually found out because I was like, okay, whatever. Turned out to be there's these special nodes areas, and you actually do like challenges, and that's where you get some of them. As far as I've been seeing. But yeah. Let's see what else. Your gear, you got your chest, you got your gloves, and you got your 2 accessories, and then you have your tactical, which is your healing items and whatever, or food items in a way. And usually they automatically, depending what's the stipulation, they'll activate on their own. Like this one, say once equipped, items automatically used if holders' hit points is dropped below 6%, and it's only used 3 times per fight you're in. But it will refresh itself, so you don't have to like constantly have an MRE refreshing if you ran out some reason in the middle of a fight. It even says restores after fight. This is your constellations. I don't know how to upgrade this character because they haven't given me one yet, which is weird. But some of them are not that great, if I want to be honest. So it's like, let's say the new character I just got, the premium banner I just got her right now. So that's her potential one. It's like, okay, you know, you're doing a little bit extra damage with her battle skill. And great, yeah, the 20 SP would be nice. Then her ultimate, which is freaking ridiculous, actually. It's like a giant. Let's say Genshin Impact. She's equivalent to Noelle when she does her ultimate mode, when she has her great sword swinging thing. That's pretty much the equivalent to that. So you got, you know, a little bit of substats here. Then, you know, ups her combustion ability because she's pretty much a combustion arts style. And, you know, improve. This is the most common one, a lot often in the 4 area slot, or 3 or the 4 area. I always see the ultimate energy cost is reduced. Hers is ridiculous. There's a reason why it's 15%. Because normally I think there was like, oh, it's only like 10 points off. No, it's 15. Because, let's see. Ultimate energy cost 300. Yeah. And you compare it to this dude. 90. But to be fair, she actually has a certain ability that it gives her.
To micromanage. Thank goodness you're not one of them.
She has a certain combo she has to do that she'll gain more ultimate energy. So technically, in reality, that 300 it looks intimidating, but it's not. But when she does, she goes balls to the wall of freaking hacky.
Let me do something for Enfield.
Okay, I'm gonna have to address the elephant in the room. I don't know if this is a furry game. Because, look, we got a tanuki here. We got a sheep. We got a wolf.
I hate fools who like to micromanage. Thank goodness you're not one of them.
I don't know what she is. I don't see a tail on her. I'm just gonna say she's some kind of a deer, the way her horns are showing.
Original.
Same as him. Like a stag.
Originium will carve a path.
He's the only one who's a human so far as I understand.
Prepped and ready to go.
I don't know what the hell is she. Even look at her race icon. Yes, you also can look at their profiles and see what they have. She's a Libre, so I don't know what that means, technically.
I'm primed for optimal.
Then you got her. Some type of wolf thingy.
Where are we headed?
And bunny. And then we have a straight up panda.
You get a job from it? I'll handle it.
This guy's hilarious. I like him. I just gotta get him up for me.
Awesome, right?
She's some kind of lizard because she has a tail.
Visibility's good. Perfect.
And it's ironic because she's a polar bear.
You have something to discuss with me.
He's a lizard.
Them
Definitely a lizard.
or still breathing. For now, I just want to do absolutely nothing.
It makes me wonder if this is the same voice actress who did that one Shinobi. Actually, it makes me wonder now. Oh, Rizumi. Okay, I didn't look at the left side. So I don't know if that's the same voice actress who did the one ninja girl in Genshin, but she just sounds like her.
We should be better prepared.
So yeah, that's one thing I'm noticing. This is a very heavily furry type game, but they're not like over sexualized, surprisingly. And I also gotta mention, there's an anime. There's like 3 different animes of this game. Well, not the game itself. The game is actually based off the anime. So it makes me wonder. I'm like, I should really go watch the anime. And there's references to this game. Well, not from the anime, I should say, from this game to the anime. So I might have to go watch it. I'm actually enjoying this game. So I'm like, okay, I'm really curious about the world or lore around this whole universe. So I might have to watch the anime for this. But, yeah.
Where should we go next?
So go back to my main hub. So, yeah. Explorations, factories, battle, music. I don't know. It's not like it's annoying. There are some really good hard hitters. Like, I think I... Well, maybe... Do I have any energy? I'll give an example right now. Yeah, I got some energy. Yeah, you also have domains in this game, which are these things. You have to unlock them, and yeah. I don't want to do a skill up, honestly. I'll use my operation manual. I actually had a hard time leveling up recently. So you got your promotions. Actually, sorry, I'm just saying. It's like I got choices here. Oh wow, I didn't do this one.
This is our chance to learn and grow.
So yeah, this is your domains in the game too. So you start off like very low energy, but as you progress your authority level, or aka your ranks, you actually increase your sanity, or aka your risen, or just your energy period. Also, when you're in these domains, it actually has certain restrictions or buffs, whatever. Oh gods. Shorter combo skill cooldown and gain temporary attack buff after you cast their combo. Ew. That's not right. Especially this character I have.
Execute plan A.
None shall live.
Her freaking thing is retarded. And there we go.
Without saying.
I'll exit out because that was a level 1. For some reason, I did not do anything on this. But yeah. So that's what that is. And you can repeat the mission. So you have less loading time like this. So I guess up to level 3. You know what? Dude, I just... Oh, never mind.
Whatever comes next better be memorable.
Eh, what the hell? I'm probably gonna get my ass handed to me, but... So, yeah. Everyone's have slow rate. What? Wait, they have regeneration? I'm learning something new every freaking time in this game. No wonder there's 10 million tutorials. I hate that freaking poison. It's so annoying.
Great teamwork.
Yeah, and you also see that red ring. That means that's an interrupt you can do. And you can change characters. Okay, time to get hot. Oh, that hurt.
A timely treatment.
I hate that. And your characters do take damage off field. You can switch character, which... Ow.
You did all right.
Whew, that was rough.
Leave the hard fighting to me next time.
Yeah, sure, I'll take that. So, yeah. And you can retry, but I'm not. But yeah, that's an example of what the mains are. My characters are like 20, 40 area, so... A little lagging. Damn it. Well, they're not 20, I should say they're 40. I have to upgrade my stuff. And you do have a world exploration level, which is like right there, next to it. So right now I'm exploration 3. And you're only gonna adjust it so much. I haven't really used it, but I'm rather surprised you're able to change more than, one level. Because usually in other games, you only decrease it by, increase or decrease by 1. But, yeah. So that's that. Gonna say there's the automatic. So, yeah. That's pretty much what Arkknights Endfield is. Oh yeah, the gotcha part. That's one thing. That's one major important thing you want to do. So, like I said, if you start the game, you have a special banner, which, starter banner pretty much. Which I actually got some decent pulls out of it. But regardless, so this is your standard banner, this is your premium. Apparently, from what I understand, this character will stay on banner after her 6 days is over. But she becomes some kind of weird rotation, I think. That's what it states. Like, there's 2 other characters are coming up, and she'll slowly wade out. I don't know. It's strange. So, from what I understand, you start off... Let's say you start off clean slate. Your first 6-star operator is every 80 pools starting. That's your soft pity, pretty much, of your 50-50. Because there's technically not a 50-50, but there is a 50-50. So, right now, because I pull so much, it doesn't show you the whole stick. So, when a new premium character drops, it's 120 pools total, you're guaranteed. But the moment we hit around 80 area, you're guaranteed like a 6-star character, but you don't know what it is. It could be the premium character, or it could be an off character, like one of these guys, because I got Li Fei, who I got a potential 1 because of him. Yeah. The monetization, though, is a little different from what Genshin Withering Waves. In which I'm surprised they got away with this system, because I thought there was supposed to be some kind of general law or rule out there. So I'll show you the shop. Yeah, so you notice one thing, it's not $100, it's $70. So I did the math. Let's say if you got the once double, once buy thing. Okay, so you got those, the bonus, and then I think it says there's sequential. What is it? You get an additional 48 after that. So you get your 194 and you get an additional 48 right there. So in theory, if you did your first, whale pull pretty much on your character you want to get, you need the first pull and you need to make 2 more freaking buys after that to actually get a full character roster. If you're going for the 120 straight up pool. So, in mathematical money-wise sense, you're spending about $300 a character to access. Funny part is, I looked at Withering Waves and Genshin Impact. Granted, you don't have this version of the 50-50 system because you're pretty much 120, you're guaranteed the character. Genshin, if you lose your 50-50 at 80, you have to do another 80 pools, estimating around there. Granted, I know 90 is your guaranteed, but I'm just throwing around 80 as the estimate point. Or you can get it sooner. But the thing is, that's 160 pools you're spending, estimating, to get your banner character. This is only 120. And it's slightly cheaper. Because I looked at Genshin's how the monetization, because okay, so this is the primos or the normal gems. This is the main thing. So if I actually want to add money into it, for every one ornament entry you get 75. Genshin is 1 for 1. And mind you, the other thing you notice, look at the headhunt. It's 5,000 gems. Yeah, you need 60,000 max to guarantee a premium character from a banner. Granted, yes, you're pretty much guaranteed to, lose your 50-50. You might get, a normal standard banner while you're on your way. So I'm looking at it this way. Comparing the Withering Waves or Genshin Impact, I feel like this is more nicer. Because if you don't get the premium character while you're on your way for your 120, at least you got another 6-star character that you can acquire. But the moment you hit the 120 area, you're guaranteed another character of the premium banner. So technically you're getting 2 6-stars on your way. Or potentially 2 stars. 2 6-stars. Okay, so from what I'm understanding, from what I'm reading or hearing, so you ask yourself, okay, is there a pity system? Yes, there is. One problem. It doesn't carry over fully. So let's say if you're the most horrible luck in the world, you went 118 pools, and you're like 2 minutes away from, the banner being off the clock. Okay, I have 118 pools. No, you don't. You have 80. So anything past 80 pity is negated for the next banner that's coming up. So you have to make additional 40 pools to actually get your guaranteed character. So that's how the system works, at least. I don't know what happens if you actually did get a 6-star unit, and when you roll for the pity, I don't know if that somehow is going to be a weird factor, but that's what I'm understanding. So that's the thing right now at this point in the story. So, and since I've been playing this game for free, because they gave us all these login bonuses and other things because the game's launching, I don't know how is the gems acquired over time. Because I know you get your chest and such and other rewards, normal open world stuff from gacha games. But I don't know how this game's gonna acquire over after long periods of time as a free to play. So that's the gacha system. Oh, weapons. You wonder, like, how you get the weapons then? Is there a weapon banner? Yes and no. So, your characters are the weapons. You were like, what do you mean? So, you see me hitting square, Arsenal Exchange. See that resource right there? That's your currency. So every time you do a banner for the characters, you're getting characters. And depending what star, well, they're always 4-star, aka 3 stars in this for other gacha games. Again, they're still fucking good as their own right. Yeah, they give you a certain amount of currencies. Obviously, a higher rarity unit, more currency you get out of it. And then that's when you go to buy your weapons. Which for me, I am trying to get little Miss Sheep Girl's weapon, because this is her actual weapon. And actually, maybe I should go pool. So, there it is, live. So, get your weapons. And you're guaranteed the weapon after it's done. After you get X amount of pools. Unless you might get it soon. Ooh, I got something good. Huh. Detonation unit. Ooh. Where am I gonna get that to? Oh, nice. And I got a 5-star weapon too. Damn. Okay, apparently I need to start using arts characters more. Ooh, that's a new one. Oh, apparently I already got that one. So, you also, apparently, get currency, too. So, what's this one? Main Tribute, Arts... Applies air... Arts Burst, target damage, suffers arts damage taken. Huh. That's pretty, ew. Arts Intensity, I think it's the elemental mastery of this game. Main Tribute, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because, let's say if you have a character is like, oh, I'm supposed to be main stat or intelligence. Main Tribute. But if it specifically says, oh, it's 12 to intelligence, well, it's 12 to intelligence. Okay, if I have a freaking character, it's agility, that 12 intelligence means nothing. Unless there's a special passive say, hey, I get so much boost from, I have an intelligence boost. Because I do have a character that says every 10 points of intelligence I increase our SP regeneration. Which hence why you saw one of my stuff is going off constantly. Because I've been upping her intelligence a little bit. So. Ooh. That's really nice. There's gotta be a character I am gonna be getting at some point that's an actual straight healer. And then you're able to take some of his coins and go to your quota, which is here. So yeah. So if you actually got copies of your characters or something like that, because, okay, so, like I said, the characters are your resources, technically, for gachas and such. So...
Looking for me?
Still waiting for something?
Let's see.
Operator Pearl, standing by.
the path ahead.
Am I looking over here, Redmond?
Okay, so you see her potential is max, right? So your question is like, okay, so what happens if you max out your potential? What's the resource on that? So, going back to headhunting, Arsenal Exchange. So I go to the quota, and I press this. Well, I don't have any tokens, but when you have Asher characters over exceeds their potential, they become tokens and able to sacrifice into resources. Especially if you have a freaking 6-star character, you're able to buy these things. Which you need 2 potentials to actually get from what it's looking. From what I understand from the... So, there was some kind of guide I saw. It says like it's 10 per thing. So technically, every 2 characters you got a copy of, you're able to buy a weapon. How good is this weapon? Because I think that's... No, that's not it. Huh. Oh, maybe not. I'm trying to find what's Lithuanians. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, yeah, sorry. So, yeah. You're actually able to get these weapons. Oh, that's probably her weapon. Ew. But... Anyhow, I'll wait for this. So, yeah. That's pretty much what this game is about. It's free to play. If you like simulation, a little bit of your gacha or open world type of thing, I honestly say this is going to be up your alley. It's not going to be everyone's thing. It's like I said, the characters are not overly sexualized or, you know, ugly or anything like that. They're actually fine. They're cute. They're cool characters. They're actually, the voice acting is really good in this game. Especially Wolfguard over here. He's Italian. So I was like, oh. I think Jennifer English is in this game. There was a voice character. It sounded like her. I was like, is that Jennifer English? I don't know. I tried to look up the character. It was NPC related. Yeah, NPCs actually talk in this game when you're going through the storyline. Usually they're like, no. There is quite a bit of voice acting in this game, surprisingly. But, yeah. Oh, shit. So, I just got... And I finally finished that. Cool. Trying to finish the whole... I forgive... operator. I gotta do that. I guess. So, okay. Your question. What's the end game? Well, there is a somewhat of an end game. Well, I don't know. I can't really say that because I'm still progressing the story. There is so much content for a freaking first day release game of a gacha game. It's ridiculous. I feel like at this point I should have been like twice over done with this game if it was a standard release date. Like, I feel like I feel guilty. Like, this is a really heavily developed game, and you have so much content at this point. I haven't gotten to it to be continued yet. I'm like, this should be a full price freaking $70 game if I want to be honest. But yeah, it's a gacha game. Oh yeah, another thing is open world. Yeah, if you have friends in your list, you actually will slowly get things like this. Like, people will put a zip line for you randomly, or just random people actually will submit things to the servers, and you'll just get it randomly, which is kind of cool. But they don't stay forever, though. They only last for like a day or something like that. But you can prolong them. Let's say if I go over here, this guy over here. TP point. I think it's called like stability. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Say they're a little less glossy. Say stability. Oh, no.
There's something we can gather over there.
So you go over here. Users use zipline facilities in this area, and you can repair it, or look at the source who made this for you, which is a random person. He's not even on my list. And you can share it to other people, which is on your friends list, or you can delete it off the freaking your map permanently. And I'll repair it. I don't think it costs anything because I have not seen. But yeah. And I'll go to the next one because that's not my normal shtick. Let's see. So it's kind of nice. It's like you're kind of working with a common goal with everybody. So I think that's pretty much it. Gotcha system. What's the negatives on this game? Well, besides the usual standard bugs, because I had a few times my interface gets wired out, I had to exit out the game. The tutorials. Every time you open a new feature, they just spam the hell out. It's like, oh, you unlocked the hub. Oh, you gotta do this. Oh, you gotta learn this. And this is how you make your creation and this. And I'm like, oh my god. Or, hey, you open up the wish system. Oh, by the way, this is what you do. And this and this and then and then you get a character. Oh, do this. And pull 10 character. Oh, okay. And you got 10 characters. Oh, and by the way, you have the resources and you're able to go to the shop and you go to the Arsenal shop and you're able to spend. I was like, information overload. It's ridiculous. Besides that, that's the only thing that irritates me in this game, but other than that, and like I said, I still have more to go. I had to go to this. This is the newest area I'm in right now. And apparently I have another hub I have to get through. And not to mention, because of this area, actually it gave me access to my next tier of my characters upgrading. So, and obviously, you see, I'm trying to slowly work my way with the pylons and such, the power source. Because okay, you see the pylons over there? That's from there. This had no hub. I had to walk all the way from here to here and slowly wired everything. I don't know this. Granted, I did have a hub. This is a new section I just got. But point being is, throughout the whole start in this whole section, I had to mark a lot of things. It was just ridiculous. Oh. Yeah. And you see, I went crazy right here because I had small spots because I had to use my smaller power line. Because I had one upgraded passive for my hubs that my power nodes can actually, connect to other facilities instead of being just, a plug or a power source, I should say. Because normally it's the relays are the main thing, but the electric pylons are just, that's what they are, just electric pylons. But with the passive, they become mini relays. So instead of being 80 meters of movement of the cord, it's only 30. But the thing is, if you're in a hard crevice area, which is, in passing the relays, you use the little pylons to actually able to fit it through the cave or whatever the case, closed space. So. Okay. And like I said, you see your mining stuff and show you what your stats are. So as you progress in the game, they'll probably upgrade to more spots. Sometimes I always gotta keep an eye just in case there's another one not popping up. I'm like, oh shit, I missed one. Yeah, so I gotta keep an eye on these things because I'm constantly need resources for my upgrading my weapons. So, oh, I got a lot of work. Wish I could know what the hell this is over. It's driving me nuts. But so that's what it is. That's what Arkknights is. Oh yeah, you do have limitations on what you want to do, like the zip lines. But yeah. Ugh. And the Orleans are pretty much your Sealies or your Hydroculus, you know, the colorless things, or your Shrine things. Grace, obviously, is your loot boxes. So, I don't know what the protocol capacity. I don't know what that means. I'm confused. But yeah. Okay, so like I said, this is Arkknights Endfield. If you like simulation, a little bit of gacha, like a little bit anime-ish style, good open world, I suggest give this game a shot because I have a lot of fun. I invested about 100 hours already in this game. That's how freaking good it is. I actually been on. I was gonna do Withering Waves and finish up my, side stories and stuff, but this game has eaten my time up. So I'm like, there's a patch coming out soon for that game, and Genshin's doing Lantern Right. I'm like, I am missing out on a lot of things, but since this game is enjoyable, so okay, enough rambling. I gotta eat. My freaking soup's probably freaking cold right now. So is my tea probably. I don't know, surprisingly. So I'll talk to you later. Hopefully my insight helps. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah. Bye.